guys, I'm here again, back again with another makeup tutorial for you guys. And the makeup look today I'm going to be creating is this one. It's got a nice shade of mauve with G3 eyes and it's perfect. So if you guys want to know how I got this look, stay tuned and keep watching. Okay, so the first things first, I've already prepped and primed my face. I did not have a proper primer, so I used aloe vera gel as a primer and I mixed it with a little bit of glycerin because I have a dryness near my nose. And the next step I would be starting off would be with my MAC concealer for my dark circles. This is in the shade NC42. It's Studio Finish Concealer. It is, I don't know if you can see it, I'm trying to focus. Yeah, that's NC42 in the shade from MAC. That I'm going to be using for my dark circles. I'm just going to take it in my brush and I'm just going to go ahead and apply it. I have a lot of dark circles and dark spots and I have got acne as well, and I'm looking at the mirror over there. So this is a full coverage concealer which is really perfect if you've got a lot of dark circles. And for primer I usually go with the MAC Prep and Prime spray. Otherwise I use NYX Honeydew because I have got a lot of dry skin. I've also used the Versali face oil. I'm applying it between the eyebrows because I've got 2 pimples there as well, and just concealing all the dark spots I have. That's pretty much the dark circles, and I've concealed all my dark spots here. Next I'm going to be using the beauty blender. It's already damp. Make sure your beauty blender is very damp when you're using it. So make sure you give it nice blending because you don't want your face to look cakey. And as you can already see the difference in my face just by applying the MAC concealer. So I'm pretty much done with my concealing. As you can see, that's made a lot of difference itself. So next, moving on to the foundation, I'm going to be using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. It is in the shade Medium Buff, which I'm going to be using. It's a very good foundation. It has got full coverage and it's amazing. It's one of my personal favorites. So I'm just going to take one small puff of it because it's more than enough. I'm going to be using a brush. This is just from random brushes, and I'm going to apply it. Yes, I don't usually go to my forehead because that's the place where the foundation creeps out the most. Make sure you don't forget your neck because you don't want your face and your neck to look separate. So just apply this foundation. You see already that much amount was more than enough for my entire face. So I'm going to be taking this beauty blender and just blend it enough so that it looks very natural on your skin and it doesn't look cakey. So make sure it's damp again. And with the foundation as well, and now I'm going to be baking. So I'll be using the NYX contour and highlighting palette, which also has baking powders in it. It's almost over in my palette, so I'm just going to be using the banana powder here. I'm going to mix it with the second baking powder which they have given us here. I'm just going to apply it under my dark circles because I want my makeup to stay for super long time. So I have applied it under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose and on my chin and here my eyebrows. You can even use translucent powders and other powders which you have. I prefer to use the banana powder when I'm going up and I'm gonna cover my acne as well. I did not use any concealers because I've already used the MAC concealer and that is more than enough for my coverage. Just on the eyelids as well. So I'm going to let this stay for a couple of minutes and we're going to move on to the brows next. My brows, I generally use these 3 products. This is from again Miniso, that's from NYX, and that's again from Miniso. So I use this for my most of the time for shaping my brows because it's got these two little cute tools. It's got a comb, so I'm gonna start with my brows. I'm not a very brow person because I naturally have really filled up brows, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it in a little bit. Done with my brows. I told you that I don't usually put a lot of product on my brows. So next I'm going to move to the contour. I'm going to use the same NYX palette and I'll be using my nameless brush. So I'm not going to be doing, I'm not a very person who does a lot of sharp contouring, very basic. So I'm going to be using the first shade, which is, it's got 4 shades from light to the darkest. I'm going to use the first shade and get that sexy cheekbones. So make sure you pinch your brush if you don't have an angular brush for contouring. I'm using a fluffy brush. So if you don't have, make sure you pinch your brush and move it in the upward direction. And reach up to the temple of your cheeks as well. So we don't want this face to look separate and the forehead to look ekdam separate. Yeah. So I'm just gonna, I'm not using much product because I don't want my face to look super chiseled or so, and the jawline as well. So that's pretty much. As you can see, it's already given enough texture to my face. So you see, not much, not very heavy contouring, very light, very basic. And next we're gonna move on to contouring and getting that sharp brows. I'm going to be using this brush from NYX. I'm going to be using the second shade here and just draw. Make sure you use to the brow bone and you don't have two straight lines. You don't want it to be seen very fake or so. And then the center. And then I'm going to be taking my brush again and just blend it. I usually like to pinch my brush and get the shape so that we have a really nice, and I like to connect it to the brow bone because we don't want just to have two separate lines on the nose. Like now you can see we have two separate lines here, so I don't want that. So I'm going to be taking my brush again and just connect it to the brow bone. Move it in the circular direction. I'm going to just use my fingers. You see the difference, guys? So we're done with the contouring part. Also, I have applied a little bit of translucent powder to cut the contour, so we have a clean contour visible. So I'm just going to let that bake along with my dark circles for about the next couple of 10 seconds, and we are then going to move to our eyes and create that amazing purple and silvery eye look. Stay tuned, guys. Before I move on to the eyes, I'm gonna dust off all the excess powder. For that, I'm using the NYX No Filter Sand Filter Compact Powder. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of it and apply it under my eyes, dust off all the excess powder, and just apply a little bit on my eyelid because I want to start off with my eyes. And just dust the excess from the nose and from the cheek here. And of course, guys, don't forget your neck. For my shoulders and everything, I'll be using a body oil and just apply it on the T-zones of your face. Not too much of compact because it's gonna make our face look super duper cakey, guys. So just move it in a circular direction all over your jawline. So that's pretty much. We're done with the base. So that's what my base looks like, with the minimal contour and my brows and everything. So that's pretty much my base routine. So now let's move on to the eyes. So now for my eyes, I'm going to be using the NARS eyeshadow palette. It has got, I'm going to show you, it's still very brand new, it's not even removed the plastic. Okay. So that is from NARS. It's got a really nice shade of mauve and it's got a shade of silver. So I'm going to be using these two colors today. and I'm gonna be creating an amazing eye look for you guys. So I'm gonna start off with this shade here, and I'm just gonna apply it on my face. Guys, make sure you blend it well, because blending is everything in this eyeshadow game. So I'm just gonna blend it nicely on my crease. So you see, you have a really enhanced look when you blend it out. So you take more of it and just blend it in circular motions so that you have a perfect crease. And just ignore my mouth. So that's pretty much the look for the purple. It's actually not purple, it gives you a bit of dark mauve look, if I'm not wrong, guys. Yeah. So next I'm going to take up the silver color. This is also really dark, it's not proper silver. And I'm going to apply it right in the center. Just dab it. Just gonna dab that. In the inner corners as well, I'm gonna dab it really well. So it gives you a shiny effect. A little more of it. I'm just gonna dab it. Not blending it, just dabbing it in circular motion. And I'm gonna just dust off the excess, take a little purple and create a crease. I'm just gonna go with soft hand and create a creasy look, because I want both the colors to be seen. And it's actually giving you a very nice party smoky look. So here you see, that's pretty much the eyes. That's the look it gives you. So next that's pretty much 2 simple steps, easy way. And this, what I'm going to do is to highlight the pepper. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Warm Down palette and take this shade right here and just, sort of highlight my brow. My brows need to be done. Actually, I'm not able to do it properly because I'm using a trimmer right now. I'm touching my shade there. That's pretty much with the eyes. And next I'm going to move on to the kajal. Kajal, I'm using my, I don't know if you can see it, it's Dolce & Gabbana, the gold pencil. And I just draw a very nice, sleek line. Oops, the focus. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna draw over my eyelid. You can go for even wink eyeliners, but I prefer to just draw a sleek line over my eye and just have to look into the mirror now. Just look into the camera and draw a line. So just make sure you don't have any gaps left. Okay, so that's pretty much with the eyes. Oh, my focus is gone. Yeah. So that's pretty much with my eyes. I'm going to use the same pencil and line my waterline as well, because I want to give it really nice, sexy look. So I'm done with my eyes. I'm going to again use the same NARS palette, and I'm going to be using an angular thinner brush for my eyes. I'm going to take the purple shade and just blend my lower waterline, so that we have a really... Oh, my eye is sort of red. Yeah, so I'm just going to do that and create that look. That's pretty much with the eyes. For mascara, I'm not using any falsies because that's common. I don't like using false lashes until it's a very huge occasion. So I will just use the Estee Lauder. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's Estee Lauder. It's in multi-liner. I'm so sorry. It's multi-effect eyeshadow. Mascara. Sorry guys. So I'm just gonna use it. Apply nice 2-3 coats because our eyes look heavy enough. But if you want to go for falsies, it's always a yes. I personally don't like false lashes because I just use it for weddings, and because yeah, that's just me. So I'm just gonna apply a nice 2-3 coats of mascara. Blush, I'm again using the NYX palette. It's over. So I'm using the shade pink because I don't want my cheeks to look orange. I'm just using this shade here. Smile. Make sure you have a very light hand on your blush and do not hesitate to put a lot of blush because it fades away super quick, as I always say in all my videos. Have some time. Just smile and put enough and reach to the temple of the cheeks as well. Go on with your nose. Smile, 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 smile. There we go, we have enough amount of blush. And I'm done with my blush and my eyes and everything. But we have to finish up with my brows. So I used this at the last. I used the NYX, I used the NYX tinted brow mascara for my brows. I used it at the last after all my final products and everything. I'm just gonna draw over it so that my brows have a finished look. And just at the end, that's it, just to fill in the gaps. So I use this at the last because I don't want foundation all over my brows and everything. So I just use it at the end. So that's pretty much with the eyes and the blush and everything. Now comes my favorite part, which is highlighting. So I usually use Huda Beauty, but today I want to try the highlighter which is in my NYX contour palette. I have used it once and twice, and I've loved it. So I think that this goes perfectly with my look today. So I'm just gonna take the highlighter. It's really nice and it's very, very shimmery. Ooh, that is my favorite part. Damn, do you see that, girl? And just ignore my pimples, guys. Ooh, I'm gonna just take it to the temple. I have a habit of using the remaining leftover highlight on my forehead. So I'm just gonna use it all over my forehead, coming down to my nose, Cupid's bow on my chin. So that's pretty much with the highlighting. Collarbones and my shoulders, I use the baby oil from Johnson's Baby. I'm just going to take a few drops of it and just apply it on my shoulders and my collarbone because we don't want it to look very pale. So I'm just gonna take just few drops of it and just dab it. And I'm just gonna massage it here and just take it down. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my highlighter again and I'm gonna take my fluffy brush, take my highlighter and just dab it. I'm gonna take it and dab it. And of course, I'm going to take it down till there. We want our collarbones to be shiny. You see, guys, it leaves a very, very nice effect if you put a body oil. You can even use body oils, like on my shoulder. Just dabbing it. Something like cleavage. I don't have a cleavage here. Just my collarbones. That's pretty much with the highlighter. To the lips, I'm using the NYX Liquid Matte in a shade 04. It is soft spoken. It's a matte lipper. I don't like outlining and overdrawing my lips because I find that really fake. So next, that's pretty much. And next I'm going to be using another shade from NYX. It is the Soft Cream Matte Lipper. It's in the shade Zurich. I'm going to take a very little bit of it and apply it in the center. I in the corners, of course. I'm just gonna merge it. Oops. I'm gonna take the first shade again and make it look neat. So that's pretty much the lipper. So I hope you guys loved this video. Do let me know in the comment section what you think about this look, and if you want me to create more makeup looks for you or any suggestions, follow me on Instagram, TikTok and YouTube, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Till then, bye, take care.